So today we're talking about a new ARC SMG added to the season of Plunder loot pool. It is out of bounds. You probably knew that when you clicked on this video, but we are going to talk about this weapon in a PvE sense. Spoiler alert, I absolutely love 900 RPM SMGs in Destiny 2. They're one of my favorite weapons in all of the game itself. It just feels so good for me and kind of the perfect balance for myself when it comes to choosing an SMG. But with that out the way, Stochastic Variable, one of my past favorites, 900 RPM SMGs, I'm gonna have to put you down. I'm sorry. But Out of Bounds is a perfect replacement if you guys like me love that weapon, and for PvE this has so much potential because it is a really solid perk combination, easy to get and stuff like that. Now first of all, let's just get the elephant out the room. This does not have Volt Shot. This perk we're going to make a video of when we can display it a little bit more, but is easily one of the best PvE perks, especially if you're using ARC 3.0 in all of the sandbox right now. It is ridiculous, and again, it doesn't have Volt Shot over here, which is a bummer in my opinion, but at the same time it doesn't need it because it does have some nice selections. Now let's first talk about all the perks you can get with this gun, and there is a lot. Now it has 2 origin traits, one Quiet Moment, which grants you increased reload speed when out of combat, and it has Omelon Fluid Dynamics, which this weapon has increased reload speed and stability for the top half of the magazine. Both of these for the most part are kind of just, if they proc, they're great. If they don't proc, you're not missing out on too much, so don't go too into depth with this. Now, when it comes to overall other perks, this has the ability to be great in multiple modes, but today we'll talk about PvP. This is not craftable, so we had no enhanced perks. So Kill Clip, Surrounded, Golden Tricorn, Swashbuckler, Adrenaline Junkie, Tap the Trigger, Under Over, Rangefinder, Gunshot Straight, Harmony, Fragile Focus, and Well Rounded. And for next to it, we have Dynamic Sway Reduction, Hipfire Grip, Threat Detector, Grave Robber, Moving Target, Subsistence, Demolitionist, Perpetual Motion, Tunnel Vision, Heating Up, Killing Wind, and Pulse Monitor. And for magazines, we have Extended Mag, Alloy Magazine, Appended Mag, Elmore Piercing Rounds, High Caliber Rounds, Ricochet Rounds, Flared Magwell, and Light Mag. We're not going over barrels because it's the usual bunch, and then Lightweight Frame is the main intrinsic weapon archetype. Now, when it comes to God rolls, specifically what you want, I kind of switch my tone a little bit based on what I'm going for here. Now, the main purpose of this God roll is putting down continuous shots while having a fast reload and benefiting from a damage output that is consistent with your subclass. In this case, ARC 3.0 Void, but you probably use this for ARC 3.0 with the amplified benefits. So we have Arrowhead Break, we have Flared Magwell, again for reload speed, Subsistence to maintain as much shots. I'm a little mixed on this because I know I'm not a huge fan of Subsistence on SMGs unless it was funnel web, but this one I do feel like it is pretty nice. Adrenaline Junkie, and then obviously one Quiet Moment or Omular Fluids, whatever you want to pick, a reload speed masterwork, and obviously a minor spec. Now, there is one catch to this, and one thing I might switch if you guys are looking to really maximize on grenades, and that is Demolitionist. This is one of the few guns in the game that can roll Demolitionist in the 3rd slot. And this is pretty powerful because you can pair it with the Adrenaline Junkie, which honestly makes all the sense in the world because Demolitionist kills with this weapon generate grenade energy. So basically you just throw more grenades, and Adrenaline Junkie, you get benefits when you get kills with the grenades or just grenade damage. You get up to a 33% damage increase for your weapon, which is great. Now, again, I will lean towards Subsistence right now, but if you really want to go grenades, Demolitionist is a great perk. Now, this gun, you can also roll with Golden Tricorn, which I think is pretty effective, or Kill Clip. So these are other ways to increase your damage output for this weapon, but besides that, this is kind of the ideal roll you want, the simplistic roll. And let's talk about how you get this weapon before we talk about the gameplay. Just play Crucible, guys. You don't need to win. If you're not fans of Crucible, you don't have to do too much. You can get your ass beat to a pulp and still get this weapon as the end reward. If you guys remembered Riptide last season, it was very common because it was the Crucible drop for the most part. This is added to that, so hopefully you get this weapon more than Riptide, and this is a great weapon to have and very accessible. Just play Crucible matches, you get it as an end reward, and then obviously Lord Shaxx Fender. Now, when it comes to gameplay, guys, if you guys are looking for an ARC 3.0 weapon, this should definitely fit that criteria. It is well-rounded, has a ton of perks to select from, very accessible, and is definitely something that should be added to your arsenal if you have not got this yet. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is that this is an SMG, so this season when it comes to champion mods, you cannot benefit like last season with overload. So when it comes to champion mods, I'm pretty certain that no SMG has anything in terms of legendaries, and you can't put a champion mod on it. So for high-end activities, it's going to suffer from that end, but if you're not messing around with champions at all and you're still playing some of those other activities, this is a solid weapon to use. And even for PvP. We'll make a video talking about that later because there's a different role selection. But again, this is a solid weapon collectively for PvE, very accessible, something you should have. With that being said, that's all I gotta say on this video. If you found this video informative and enjoyed the content, definitely drop this video a like, helps out the video a lot. If you guys are new here and want more content from me, whether it's Destiny 2, Call of Duty Warzone, Ready or Not, or any other game coming on the channel, definitely be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified for when I drop that content. We have a ton of other videos for Destiny 2 planned along the way, so be excited because there is some juicy stuff. But until then, hope you guys have a good one. ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.